Whoa. There we go. We're live. Great job, guys. I knew we could do it. Oh, hold on. Still a little struggling. This. There we go. There we go. We're good to go. Stream Elements, hello there. SiriBot, as always. Welcome on in, Beans. Our wonderful safety bots. Keeping us nice and safe here on the world. Resonite. That's right, we're in Resonite today. We're changing it up a little bit. At the moment, I don't have face tracking. There's a lot of things I'm still working on to get this working, but I've had so much help today getting this working. So yeah, we're here actually. Hey, Don Moxus, you are in fact first. Great job. Hey, Duple Knight. Hello there. Hello, Lonnie. I don't have face tracking working yet, and there's also some weird fuzziness going on with the ears, I guess. But it's working, and the camera thing is really cool. Like, look at how it moves. It's like I have a camera person with me all the time, constantly moving around. I love that. You need a mod for face tracking? Yep. I actually got the mod installed already. I just need to restart Resonite to get it to work, I think. However, I had help getting to where I'm at right now, and if I restart Resonite, I may lose the world I'm in. So, and I kind of like this place. It's got fun flowing trees and stuff like. Oh wait, hold on. I think I have motion blur on. I need to figure out how to turn that off. We'll see. Streaming from Resonite, I see. Heck yeah. Yeah, I'm trying out something different. I have been really impressed today by a lot of stuff in this game. I met like a few really cool people who are very much in not the development of this platform, but they do make a lot of stuff for the platform. And they were kind of like showing me like, this is what we can do over here. And I'm like, what? Like, this is stuff that just makes sense. And like VR chat doesn't have any of this. Like, your audio is still being picked up, by the way. Let me try something. So what I like to do is I like to be able to hear myself, so that I can tell if whether or not like my microphone is working correctly or not, because it does glitch out sometimes, and I don't know if it is, if I can't hear it. But I'm going to try and turn off my feedback, and that should... that's not what I wanted. I wanted voice meter. There it is. Let's see, which one is it? Virtual audio? Testing, testing. Okay, so now I can't hear myself anymore, which is really weird because I'm so used to being able to hear myself. But the feedback should be gone now. Hopefully, if it is actually a problem, I didn't think it was too noticeable, but if it's actually a problem, it's hopefully fixed now. Lonnie says, can I talk about being wrong about psychology? You mean like the conversation that we were having yesterday? Is that what you mean? Or something else? Hey Creeper, welcome on in, Bean. How you doing today? Better, yeah. Derp Derp says gay. Absolutely, 100%. We're going to be doing a treadmill walk today. Creeper says, I meant to ask how that went. About how you were wrong about psychopaths? Maybe we could talk about that, as long as it's like not like a mean thing towards people who are struggling with mental health and stuff like that. I don't want to do that, but as long as we're being nice about it, we can definitely talk about that if you like. Reaper says, I meant to ask how that went. Well, it didn't go necessarily the way that I thought it was going to go. I thought we were going to like jump into it and start talking about ways to improve things. Hello there, Tina. Welcome on in. Yeah, absolutely, Xerix. We'll definitely get those WAs in. Thank you so much for stopping on in today. Hopefully you have a fantastic Friday. But no, it went not to what I expected it to, but it did go well enough that I felt like some progress, like some kind of progress had been done by talking to them. I don't know. I felt like he, because it was a gentleman, that he I guess I don't know. It didn't go bad. It didn't go bad. And I'm going to keep giving this person a chance to see if maybe we can make some improvements and things that I've always been kind of struggling with and stuff. We'll see how it goes. Right now, right now my thing is like, I'm going to give this person like 3 or 4 meets and see if there's like any reason to keep doing it. So far, I'm not necessarily impressed by meeting up with the person, but from what I saw taking place during the 1 hour that we were talking and stuff like that, it was that he was really quickly trying to like understand the last 36 years of my life, which is questions that like, how you feeling now, and what is something that you know all that kind of stuff. So he's doing his best that with the time that he has available to him. So he is trying, I think. So I think that is worth to keep trying to go to these until I don't see the worth in it anymore. Which I'm sure at some point there will be a point where I'm like, okay, it's not worth it going to these anymore. But when I get to that point, I think that's actually a good thing. Was wrong about the psychology of psychopaths in my book, so instead of deleting whatever I said was wrong, I decided to have the main antagonist appear in a cave and essentially tell the main characters that their psychopath hypothesis was incorrect and that they should fact check their resources. So, oh, that's funny. That's kind of funny. I like that. Cynic says, oh, also speaking of face tracking, my Babbles just shipped, should be arriving Wednesday. Oh, very cool. Amy Adi, welcome in. How you doing? Oh, excuse me. By the way, I don't know if it is the discussion that I had with the gentleman yesterday, although I think just sleeping in general kind of helped reset my whole everything, because yesterday was just a garbage show of emotions and stuff. Today I'm kind of almost more back to my normal self right now, so I think I was just tired. Oh my gosh, I didn't feel tired, but I guess that's all it was. Creeper says, if you have any questions or concerns, hit me up. You know my history, backgrounds, and studies. Of course. Mike the Cat says, hi Cheeto. Hello there, Bean. How you doing today? Deferis says, oh, it didn't explode. Or did it explode? I'll have to pay attention to that. Did it not explode? Oh, wait, hold on. In Resonate, I'm supposed to be able to have like a chat or something show up in game. That'd be kind of cool to mess with. Lonnie says the only problem with that is that it took 2 to 3 chapters to get that correct. Hey, Onyx, welcome on in. Miyati says, I'm good. I hope you're doing better today. I'm doing much better today. So much better. Creeper says, but more on topic. This is Resonite, or however it's spelled. Yeah, it's Resonite. This is the how do I explain the people say that this is a mixture of VR chat and Second Life mushed together. I learned a lot about this game so far, just in the past couple hours talking to people here. I found out that there's like 5 people on the main dev team, I think, including Fruxius, of course, but about 5 people who are creating this. So everything that's here now, which is a fair bit now, it's 5 people more. I mean, there's other people who are helping, but the main team is about 5 or so people, at least what I was told. And it's amazing what's been built by such a small team. And for the most part, this is free. Like, you don't have to pay for this. You can, but you don't have to. And I really see that as such a really cool thing. Lonnie says, if you ever feel down, just DM me. I may not be a therapist or an adult for that matter, but I'm glad to talk to you. So for the most part, I don't like to talk about my, like when I'm down and stuff like that, I try not to I mean, yesterday was a little bit different. I just felt like I needed to talk to someone. So I was just doing it live, which may or may not be the best thing to do, but I don't know. I thought it was definitely an improvement yesterday after I did my stream, for sure. I think the explode thing is not working. I may have to look at that. But no, I try not to share too much stuff, because the majority of the time whenever I feel down, it's just because of some weird thing that's going on in my head or whatever that I can't even explain. So to me, it's not worth even talking about, because I'll go to sleep or something, wake up the next day, feel fine. So it's one of those things. It's like, I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's worth saying anything to somebody else, because it may bring them down, you know? And I don't want to bring somebody else down for something that's just going to fix itself the next day. So I try not to do that too much. Rilu says, Hayo looks blurry when he turns his head. Yeah, I think that has something to do with, I think it was a view distance thing. Basically, it's something that Resonite does, because I'm in Resonite today, but it's something that Resonite does so that, how do I say this to make it correct? So when you first put your character into VR, into Resonite, you can actually see your snoot in Resonite. So to disable that, you have to do some kind of field of view thing that makes it so that your snoot isn't visible from here. But if you set it to a really low value, which I think is what has been set to, the camera, when you have it facing at you, can have a weird effect. So it was really bad earlier, and I was mentioning this to somebody, and they clicked on me and edited my avatar live right in front of me and changed the value from like 0 to like point, or what was it, negative, or was it 0.01 or something, and it kind of fixed it. It's still a little blurry on the edges and stuff, but it's good enough, I think, at least for now. I'm sure I'll figure it out later. Then it says one of the features is actually that it can just switch between the modes without restarting.
What?
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 Oh, hey, Darrow.
What?
Hello, bird. Just so you guys know, the swap command is going to be disabled for this stream for now. I don't know how to quickly and easily switch between avatars yet. So it might take a little bit for me to figure that out. I also only have like 3 avatars in this game so far, so it wouldn't be worth too much. Duplex says, oh, it just got shoved off the screen. If you could retype your message or copy pasta that real quick, that'd be cool. Rielu says, sometimes you just get the blues. It's life. Yep. Smiley basically told me that yesterday too. It's like, hey, you might be feeling down right now, but that's normal. It happens. You know, so that's what happened to me yesterday. Lonnie says, I get chemical imbalance all the time myself. It's worth talking about. You should never feel like it's not worth talking about just because you have no real reason to feel bad. Yeah.
What? What? What?
Why?
What?
You gotta code it.
What?
Oh,
what?
The bugs have been going outside kind of stinks this year. It's like the bugs just keep nibbling my ankles. Alrighty.
I'm gonna run session 0 in just over an hour.
I've been hearing about that game. I heard it came out with an update, or an update is coming out shortly, and it's been like a really long awaited thing. So people are like super excited about that right now. I'm happy for you guys. No, so for me, right, I just don't, it's not that I don't feel like it's worth talking to somebody else, because I'm sure if I talk to somebody else about whenever I'm down, which doesn't happen, well, it does happen sometimes, but like, I don't know, I just don't feel like it's, for me, I don't feel like it's worth talking about. And I've lived 36 years with that mentality, and I've been fine enough. I go to sleep, I wake up the next day like I did today, and I feel great. So yeah. Well, yeah, I feel pretty good today. I feel pretty good. Definitely, I mean, it's a huge, like I was saying yesterday, it's like, yeah, I'm going to have a down day, but if you have down days, that makes the days that you feel good, like today, feel even better. So like right now, I'm just like, wow, I feel pretty good. Zeva says, I'm going to run. Oh, we already read that. I wonder how many times it happens. Lonnie says, you're as old as my parents. I thought you were in your 20s. I get that a lot, even in real life. No, I'm 36. I'm 36. Unfortunately, that didn't work either. But no, unfortunately today I'm not doing the swapping thing. I'm keeping it to this avatar right now because I am in Resonite and I don't have a way to quickly and easily swap to a different avatar. The way I understand how to do it right now is I have to spawn them in and then equip them. And that, for doing a quick swap, that's not that easy. I'm sure there's an easier way to do it, but... Unk status. You know, a lot of people say, like, you're basically dead when you hit 30. I haven't felt more alive and haven't had as much fun as I am having in my 30s right now. My life is far from over. I am only just beginning, so I don't think so. Unk status, get that out of here. I'm older than you. Doesn't matter. I'm having fun. Miani says, "Oh, so what is Hayo? Hayo is saying they are reaching that age where they are like fine wine, perfectly. Oh my god, yeah, fine wine, perfectly aged." We've hit the oil pocket of youth. I don't know. I just feel like in general, because I understand stuff so much more now when I'm in my 30s. When I was like in my 20s and stuff like that, there'd be some silly things that would like kind of tick me off or make me feel uncomfortable because I just basically didn't understand it. I didn't understand certain things, and because I didn't understand it, it would either make me upset or uncomfortable or make me want to tell someone, no, you shouldn't do that, when I have basically no business to say that kind of stuff, because they like what they like and I like what I like, you know, and telling people like you shouldn't like that when I have no understanding whatsoever of that. So right now in my 30s, I've come to accept a lot of other people's likes, interests, things that they do, work that they do, and can appreciate things. I can just in general appreciate things so much more than when I was in like my teens or my 20s, because I forced myself to learn so much more about life and people in general. I mean, when you get older, you just naturally do that. So I just kind of like, because you've lived life, you've experienced things, you know. And I feel like now that in my 30s, I've experienced a whole heck of a lot of different things that people who are younger than me have never. I feel like I'm just enjoying life a whole heck of a lot more. So yeah, unk status. I know I'm getting older and stuff like that, but I'm having so much fun, and I would not say I would technically want to be younger, I guess. I don't know. I don't feel like there's anything that's hindering me in my 30s. I know some people, like, when they get older, they start having pains and things like that. I don't have that. And that might just be me being lucky. But, I don't know. I feel pretty happy in my 30s. Hayo Cheetybird is talking. Oh, it's the RPG thing. You know what? Let me check and see if... Here, let me just turn... Oh, StreamerBot's not connected at all. Here, let me close that and open it back up. Is he gonna start? Okay, maybe putting the computer to sleep isn't the best idea. That's what I did yesterday. I didn't realize it was going to put it to sleep. Oh, hey there. We got Music Geek Scott. Hello there. I don't recognize those emojis there, but that's pretty cool. Are you in a hot tub? No, I'm on a platform. I think this is just like one of the starting like Resonite platforms in here. Zenaku Maskwolf says, are you in a hot tub? No. Miani says, honestly, when you look back at your accomplishments when you hit your 30s, it's weird to see where you came from to where you are now. I mean, yeah. I mean, there's some things in my life that like were incredibly stressful for me. Basically, that was being a dad basically for my siblings because the stepdad wasn't there and stuff. That was not easy doing that. But I wouldn't change it because that was an experience that a person like me doesn't naturally get to have, gay and stuff like that. So, but I got to experience that, and I wouldn't change that for anything because now I have 2 siblings that, I don't want to make it sound weird or anything like that. I don't think I am by saying this, but I have 2 siblings that love and respect me at the same time because I helped them through basically their whole entire childhood. You know what I mean? Like I fed them, helped them with their homework, helped them understand things that were going on in their lives and stuff like that because I had already experienced them, so I get to help them get through it as well. And I have a pretty healthy relationship with 2 siblings that if I were... I don't know where I'm going to go with that one. But I do have a healthy relationship with my siblings, which is really cool. And I feel like, because I was 14 when they came into the picture. So it wasn't like I was like the same age as them and then I had to grow up with them. I actually was like, I basically had to become an adult at 14. Which is an experience. But that's something like I wouldn't change that for anything. That was pretty cool to get to experience that. But I will say, I didn't get to have a life like a lot of teenagers or early 20-year-olds I normally get to experience, because of the fact that I had to take care of 2 small children. But again, I wouldn't change it for anything because it was an experience that not a lot of other people get to have, and I feel that that's kind of special. So. Music Geek Scott says, wait till you get to your 50s. I'm not even sure what's going to happen when I hit my 50s and stuff like that. I know I'm probably going to have a lot of gray hair, though. I know one thing that happened to me early on in my life is I did start getting gray hair relatively early, and a lot of people say it's probably because you were stressed out a lot taking care of those kids. So, so I don't know. I've noticed a lot of people who have stressful younger sides of their lives and stuff like that, they end up with gray hair relatively early. So I think I started getting gray hair somewhere around my was it 22 or 23 years old? I started noticing gray hair. Smiley jokingly makes fun of it because he's like, oh my gosh, look at all the salt and pepper in your hair. I'm like, come on, man. But the weird thing is like, I actually kind of wear it with pride because it's like, yeah, I earned this gray hair, and I don't think it looks bad. So Defus Prime says, hi-yo. Session 0 isn't a game on my end. It's a TTRPG term. Session 0. Is session... Why can't I say that? Session 0, there we go. Is that like the very first... how do you say... meet up for a new session? For a new game? Well, not game, but RPG. I don't know. Mayadi says basically you were a dad, but you were a sibling. I have. They haven't done it recently, but when I first moved to this house with Smiley, my siblings did reach out to me a couple times to wish me a happy Father's Day, which I don't know how some people would. I felt like that was special. At the same time, I'm not your father, I'm your brother, but I didn't mind that. Yeah, getting told that. That was kind of nice. You live, noticing, yeah. Oh, okay. So that's like figuring out everything, figuring out everyone's, I'm reading Creeper's message here. That's getting everyone set up for the background stories for the characters. So it's kind of like learning what everyone's characters can do and all that stuff. So you can at least like understand what they're capable of, I guess. So that you can also like being able to understand what a character is capable of, even though technically your character isn't supposed to know this, can help you set up the story for them to do their actions, which can make things more fun. I guess that means I guess that makes sense, right? Jake Fox says session 0 is when you meet up to set up the game, then session 1. Okay. And then Zephyr says it's a session where you get to know everyone's rules, help with character creation, and make sure everyone is on the same page before beginning. I gotcha. I is Gognard. Nice. Oh, geez, it's already 26 minutes in. I probably should get on the treadmill, huh? I usually start at 15 and it's 26. All right, let's see how this works, because I think with how Resonite does it, the camera should move with me automatically. So I'm going to put the OBS screen over here and the camera should just move. There we go. Okay. Neat. I didn't have to, normally in VR chat, I have to like finagle with the in-game camera and then also the OBS thing. So I just moved OBS and now it's lined up. That's really nice. There's been a lot of stuff that Resonite just kind of naturally does right that VR chat doesn't. I gotta say, I'm kind of impressed. How does anyone know how big the team is for VR chat? Oh, there we go. Now the explosion thing's working. There we go. We got it. All right, let's get this started. Let's see what this looks like. I know that the locomotion system for Resonite's a little bit different, so let's see how it handles the motion of me marching. I'm not sure. That actually looks like it moves better than in VR chat. Of course, the face tracking's not there, so I can't really gauge it yet. But apparently my stuff is all set up for face tracking already, because the avatar comes with it, I think. Although it's not necessarily made for this game. So I wonder if the blend shapes and stuff like that will just work or not. Because it is technically made for, well, a different face tracking thing. I'm mumbling too much. What? Dire White Wolf says, a few what? Oh, a few people. I need to look up at that. See how many people work on VR chat. I actually don't know. Because it feels like, with as many users as VR chat has, it should definitely have a huge dev team. Although I don't know anything about being part of a dev team. I don't know anything about that, so maybe I'm wrong. But it is quite amazing to see the advancements that this... Oh, Bringle. Hello there. At least more than 2. I'd hope so. For the longest time, I thought Resonite was only being made by one single person, which is Fruxius. I think that's how you say their name. But I today learned that there's a team of 5, which is more than I thought, but less than I think there should be. Honestly. Hydrate. Maybe in a little bit. I'll hydrate in a little bit here. I just hopped onto the treadmill. Okay, I need to move this out of the way. Excuse me. Hello? How did I grab that before? Hold on. How did I do that? I moved, what is this panel called? I moved the panel for the camera down here, but now I can't get it to go back up. And for some reason, it being down here in my vision is really making me lose my balance. Can you move? Maybe it's up here. Or do I do it from up here? I'm confused. Why can't I move this? I know I'm probably just doing something silly here. Let me try and close this window here real quick. No, go away. Oh. That there. It has a specific grab point. Wasn't expecting. Where's OBS? I didn't close OBS, did I? Oh, there it is. Okay. Floating world. And I guess now that I've topped off the treadmill, I'll get a nice little sip of water here real quick. Oh, that's so cool. The camera follows me. I love that, actually. Although, I mean, obviously I'm holding the controllers in one hand right now, so it doesn't look right, but... Here, I'll bring this over here.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
I have tried. You know, people joke about that. Have you tried turning it off and on again? You'll be surprised how many things can be fixed by doing that on certain things. Hey Crow, welcome on in, Bean. Hey Wiley, Coyote, Ralph Wolf. Oh, hello there. Darrow says, I would play Rest Night if not for the fact that most of my friends only play VRC. Whoa. I lost my balance there for a second. There we go. I would say I have always kind of had that mentality as well, but the thing is that the more people that think that will never giving it. So how do I put this into perspective? Discord, for instance, right? Almost everyone uses Discord. Every time I want to have a chat with somebody online, they kind of just go it's either Microsoft Teams, but that's usually for like businesses and stuff like that. Or if it's like a regular person like me, Smiley, or any of you guys, I'm sure almost everyone in here is all using, in some capacity, Discord. But there are other options. If you didn't know that, there's one called Stoat. There's another, what are the other ones called? Resolve, I think, maybe? I'm not sure. But there are other options. There's another one that I was kind of really interested in because it seems really feature-packed right now. I think it's called like GameServe or something. But there are other options. And some of them, kind of, in my opinion, do a lot of things right that Discord kind of just charges a lot for. Like, I understand why they like boosts for servers, man. I gotta say, like, it's kind of expensive. And for huge communities, it makes a lot of sense, right? It makes a lot of sense for large 1,000 plus user communities to put some form of money forward to pay for the amount of bandwidth and storage space and all that stuff that they're using up on a daily basis. But some smaller servers where people just want to have fun together with like maybe 10-ish or so members, or let's say 30, right? You have a friend group, there's 30 people. And how much would it be? I think it's like, how much is a boost normally without being part of Nitro. I mean, a lot of people buy Nitro, right? And then use the 2 boosts that come with it, and then they don't pay for anything else or anything like that. But I think the normal going rate is like $3.49, I think, in the US, or yeah, in the US. And that adds up really quick if you want to have all the features available to you on Discord. Not to mention Discord Nitro, what is it normally, like $9.99 or something like that? You know, did you know that's like, not including tax, that's like $120 every single year. You know how much gas that is for a car? Lonnie says, hey, did you like that short story I sent you? I haven't read it yet. I had like no interest in doing much of anything yesterday. I'm going to be perfectly honest, but I do want to read it though. And I do want to turn it into a YouTube video or something like that. If it's all good, I'd love to do that. I'd love to start reading stories. I've been told numerous times I should do that. I actually got yelled at today. No, it was yesterday actually. I went to a VR chat meetup, and they were doing workouts, and I was like, you know, trying to help everyone feel like they were doing a really good job and stuff like that, because I was just like me trying to deal with my own stuff. So I was trying to help other people feel good about the fact that they were doing workouts and how far they were getting and stay hydrated and all that stuff. Where was I going with that? I got yelled at because I was doing it in an announcer style kind of way, and they were mad at me because I wasn't a radio host. They're like, why aren't you working for a radio station right now? Why don't you DJ in VR chat? Why don't you could get paid for that? I had to like basically tell them, it's like, I don't want to get paid for my voice. I don't want to do that. To me that sounds boring, because you're just turning my voice into a job. I don't like that. I know it could make money. I know that, but I don't want to make money off of my voice. That's my take on it though. Hey Wiley, I see you, Bean. Yibade says, hi, Cheety Bird, did you see the Lego car on the community page yet? I have not. Like I said, I haven't really done much of any. I don't think I really did anything on Blue Sky or any social media yesterday. I was super burnt from whatever the heck it was I was dealing with yesterday. I'm feeling considerably better today though, so I will probably try and catch up on that.
Have you ever heard of something marginally funny?
Jake Fox says, Stoat seems weird into how similar it is to Discord. I do feel like Stoat needs to change up the UI a little bit to differentiate itself from Discord, because with how incredibly similar it is to Discord and how big of a company now Discord is, there might be some legal repercussions from them being so similar to that. It's like, okay, you guys are literally copying off of us. You can't do that. But I think so far, from my understanding, they don't charge for anything. It's all free, I think, at the moment, which they're going to eventually have to change that, because you can't run for free forever in the way that they're doing it. They have central servers, so somewhere someone's paying for that. And from my understanding, also losing money on that right now, because there's no way to get money back out of it. I do like the idea of there being like a central, like not central servers. I like the idea of there being something like Discord, but like I would run the server. All the data, and this also does have its issues and stuff like that, which means you do have to like kind of vet who comes into the servers in a situation like that, because if someone posts something or uploads something really bad to your server and you're not like on top of that, you could be in trouble for that, I guess. So I don't know. There's like bad stuff. That's why the moderation system for Discord can be a bit of a butt sometimes. Not the people moderating. I'm talking like the automated like bot system that Discord has and deletes certain messages or whatever because it's got something that they think is not safe. What's the bell sound for? The bell sound is a reminder for everyone who's in the stream right now to take a sip of water or hydrate or maybe get a snack or something like that, or also check their posture and stuff so that they're not going to hurt their back or anything. Jake Fox says, there is one community that has lots of people, but it's chill and not as active. Thank you for being honest. Thank you for being honest. Pro Scientist says you're talking about the grid issue. So yeah, sort of talking about that. There's been other things. I think there's an image of like a lamppost that's been making its rounds as well. It's just a light, but Discord thinks it's naughty images.
Wah. Wah. Wah.
Guys, don't forget to do your wahs. Do your daily wahs, just like Zephyr's Prime in the chat is doing now. Especially if you're in a volley. You gotta do your daily wahs.
Wah. Wah.
Oh, I just realized over on twitch.tv, I don't know when it happened, but I didn't see it. We have somebody named Abby Duck Avali has followed. We have more Avali. Oh, another thing that really surprised me being in Resonite, there's a considerable amount of Avali in it. I just went to a couple public space. Well, I guess you can call them public spaces here. They're servers. All the worlds, and I think it's really cool. We're talking about like hosting your own stuff over here, but when like this world I'm in right now, I'm hosting this on my computer right now. This is, if someone comes here, it's being hosted from my computer, which I find really cool. Like it's not a central server doing it. I'm hosting this world right now. So I have full control over what happens here. If people can post things, spawn things. I think I can also stop people from like interacting. Like one thing I've noticed with Resonite, and I'm not entirely sure how I'm feel about it until I stay here more often. But people can live edit your avatar here. Like people can come up to me and just like something that somebody else did, which is totally harmless, mind you, but like they came up to me and placed a cone on my head. And another person came over and threw a cookie on top of my head and in my mouth and stuff like that. There was one person who had a squeaky toy and put it in someone else's mouth, and it stopped them from talking. So they literally couldn't talk because there was a squeaky toy in their mouth. And when they tried to talk, they would just squeak, which I found really funny. But if that had happened to me and I don't know how to stop it from happening, that would make me not happy. I wouldn't like that.
Nay. Nay. Nay.
Jake Fox says, experienced something weird because of the stoat, but it seems nice except for the text being close together.
Nay. Nay.
Hello there, Kaizen. Oh, it's the other hand. Oh, okay, I just realized the...
Every, get in the van.
Alrighty, here we go. We're going to work, guys. The camera's not reversed, so I have the hands are in the wrong direction for me right now. I'll have to see if I can fix that later. Tyson says, new eyes, body, V-Volley, right? This is the V-Volley, yes. It's the avatar I normally have. He's not wearing a sweater right now, because I think that's because the sweater is a whole different FBX or something for this avatar, and I did not want to like overload the person who was helping me get my avatar into this. I'm in Resonite right now. I'm not in VR chat. So like there are certain things that don't work right because I don't understand it yet, but we'll get there. Hey, I'm not naked. I'm wearing a scarf, okay, and I'm covered in feathers. I'm perfectly fine. Hello there, Grim. Hello there, Grim. How's it going? Tyson says, yeah, he looks odd without the sweater. I know. I've been wearing that sweater for months at this point. So it's kind of weird. Like, everyone has been, well, when I first started using this avatar and it had the sweater on it, people were, what's the word? They were calling me the Mr. Rogers of Ollie, which I found really cool. I really liked being called that. That was really nice. But I don't even, you know, what was it? I think I was talking to Smiley about that. And he's like, dude, so many people out there probably don't know who Mr. Rogers is. So here's a question to you guys. Do you know who Mr. Rogers is? Like the song that he always say, kinda. Lonnie says no. Zephyr says no. Who? Do you really? So I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. It is like a whole different generation that this happened. But Mr. Rogers was a show, but also a person who was. I don't think I've ever heard a single bad thing about him. He was such a nice person, from what I could always gather. I'm sure you guys know who Bob Ross is, the guy who has the really bushy hair and draws, or basically teaches everyone how to draw beautiful landscapes and stuff like that. Even if you don't know how to draw or anything like that, he would teach you step by step how to make something wonderful. And then the entire time he was doing that, he would share stories and stuff, and it just felt nice to just listen to him. Mr. Rogers was kind of the same thing, although he was aiming for a more younger audience. But even as people got older, they still listened to him because he just had such a nice vibe to him. He unfortunately, I think it was a couple years ago, passed away. I think Bob Ross is gone too. But they were both known in that time frame as like the guys that everyone knew about because they were so nice. He had a pocket squirrel? What does that mean? Tyson says, oh, my diesel. Hold on. I love this. Hold on. I missed a message about the sweater. Things are suddenly moving really fast. Lonnie says, one time Bob Ross got a fan letter from a colorblind person saying that they couldn't paint because they were colorblind. So Bob Ross made a painting in full black and white to prove that anyone could paint. 100%. I very much believe in that. So there's, for instance, like film, right? There is black and white film you can still get today. And some people purposely buy black and white film to fit the vibe that they're going for. And people consider that art too, in a way, photography. And I also personally do like black and white. It definitely sets like a feeling to the scene whenever you do stuff in black and white. It's 100%. If you draw in black and white, or even just like doodles in black and white, like sometimes getting to see the imperfections in doodling, I don't know, to me sometimes that's cooler than a full lined and colored image. 100%, you can draw in black and white.
Everyone
I would even say
up. Today's snack is trail mix.
Hey, trail mix, I love that. Zephys says, oh, I heard about Mr. Rogers in passing, but never what they did. Yeah, they basically had a really soft, calm, and happy kids show, I guess you could say. And he would share experiences that he had gone through to the younger crowd, and he even sometimes would get into conversations that like parents, right, would be really confused on how do I approach this, such as the death of a loved one or something like that. And I don't remember how he talked about it, but he basically made it understandable, but at the same time, like, not shocking, because that can definitely be a shocking thing, especially if you're dealing with that right now. And he just made it feel like it's all right, you know. And stuff like that. I mean, he would talk about anything. The show went on for years and years, and people just came to know him and treated him as like a comfort name, a comfort voice, stuff like that. So for people to come into the chat and I was wearing the sweater and stuff like that, and I present myself a certain way on here, and for people to call me that, I was like, that is almost an honor. Well, it is actually an honor. That was really cool to hear that from people. But I'm really surprised. A lot of people don't know who Mr. Rogers is.
Hey Cheety, remember the fish I told you to leave alone?
I didn't touch it. I didn't touch it. I'm a good boy. I'm a good bird. Zephyr says, kind of like the poem Sylvia Stout would not take the garbage out. I feel like I might have to, It's still hot in here? Hold on. It's cooling off. It just feels really hot right here. Kaizen, I didn't do it. Zippa says it has a character dying in it without being shocking to children. I'll have to see if maybe I can find that story and read it myself. I'm sure it's like a relative. Actually, that'd be a nice one to read for a YouTube video.
Today we should get news on the new MLP.
The new MLP? What is that? What would that be? Generation 6, right? Or I'm pretty sure there's only been Generation 5 so far, so I'm guessing Generation 6 would be the next one. Duplex says, that camera made it look cinematic. I don't know. Maybe I do leave like the blurriness effect. I don't know. I'm still learning this stuff about this new game. Zephyr says it also has a lesson in the story. It's pretty short too. Heck yeah.
Yep, it's a reboot of Gen 4.
Oh, no way, really? So like are they gonna have like the same designs? Like character drawing design, how do you say? Art style. Are they gonna have the same art style as Gen 4? Because I feel like when they moved over to Gen 5, not that I was really interested in watching that version anyway, but the style just did not vibe with
the tuna I caught yesterday.
The Gen 5 art style just did not vibe with me that much. Hello. Yeah, that's the SpaghettiOs. It got here already. That was, I think, hold on, what time is it right now? No, it was ordered yesterday. I think that was less than 24 hours before it got here. It was less than 24 hours before it got here. Yeah, but I didn't touch it, Kaizen. That was in your fridge. I'm over here. I got my own fridge. What's up?
Lizard.
Or electric? Oh.
Well, I used it to make sandwiches for you and Smiley.
Oh, that's a small time frame. What the heck is that? Is it?
It's not even August yet.
Oh, that's right. What are they doing? They've been messing that up a little bit.
It was a statement dated like July 5th. It was huge.
Do they want their money or not? Lizard. Kaizen says, well, I used it to make sandwiches for you and Smiley. Oh, that's awesome. Creeper says, I did not care for Gen 5 at all. Movie was great. Everything else was subpar. I mean, I'm sure that... Was it still written? Like, was the show still written by the same person, or was it like a whole different person entirely? The movie, I think, was okay. No.
I did not care for Gen 5 at all. Movie was great, everything else was sub-par.
CheetoBot, you know how to say that word. Not P-A-R, it's par. If anything, it's a golfing term. You can do that. Oh, new writers. Okay, well, how about this? Is the Gen 6, I guess, supposed to have the same art style and hopefully the same writer? Why would they change the writer? Did she get tired? Or did they just not have her be on there anymore? That sounds like some corporate dudes didn't know what the heck they were doing. Everyone loved that writer. Hey there, Amy Perkins. Welcome on in. Creeper the Duck says, Lauren Paz, returning for Gen 6, but it's a long story on what happened before. Well, that means that the Gen 6 actually has a chance at actually being good then. I can't even remember what Gen 5 looked like. I just knew it was not a good art style to me. Like, for what it was, it just looked, and this is stupid because I'm like an adult complaining about that show. Like, I should not have any input on that kind of stuff. It's whatever the audience that it's meant for is supposed to go for. But like that, I just feel like they made such bad decisions on all of that. Like, the movie again was fine, but I think that's because the art style that they were going for, to make it look good, it needed a lot more polish, and the movie had that polish, but the show really dumbed it down so they could pump out more episodes quicker. Which is what a lot of movie/show stuff does. Like, you take a look at some of the movies from the SpongeBob episodes. The quality difference between a normal show and then the movie was vast. But they made it look good though, on both platforms. Zephys Prime says, which movie? Detecting the movie for. I don't know if the My Little Pony stuff, Gen 5, which is when Gen 4 is the one that like almost everyone knows about. Gen 5 is the one that came after, because Gen 4 is like where the bronies basically came from, right? Gen 4 is like where the main audience of bronies came from. Gen 5 came out after that, and I have not really heard much about bronies that much anymore. It's like the whole fandom kind of, it's there still, I know that, but it's like it's kind of gone. Hey, 4K. Oh, it didn't work. Hold on. Let me fix that for you while I'm on the treadmill here.
There's too much for me to cover while driving.
Yeah, don't worry. Definitely drive. Definitely drive. Don't worry about trying to explain it here. Where is it? I think I might have to step off the treadmill to do this because I'm moving way too much for this. I'm logged in. All right, let's just try and close it.
Have you ever tried cookie
All right,
with
I had to
salt?
hop off.
Sorry I lagged out. How do ya like the storm sandwiches?
They're delicious. I may have to leave for a little bit here. All right, and then restart. Okay, I think moving forward, I'm not going to put the computer to sleep. I thought it would be really beneficial to just put the computer to sleep and then bring it back online and just have all the streaming software just running. One thing I don't like about Resonite, and I'm sure there's an option to turn it off, but right now it when I bring up the menu, it stops my tracking for my controllers. I don't like that. Okay. Whew, okay. How long have we been on this? 30 minutes. We'll go for 45 today. Tyson says, sorry, I lagged out. What do you think of the storm sandwiches? You mean the salmon sandwiches or the tuna sandwiches? I would love a tuna sandwich right now. That sounds delicious. A little bit of onion, some black pepper, some celery. That'd be really nice. Amy Perkins says they're eating chips right now. Oh, very nice. You bring enough to share with everyone? Hmm? 4K says getting the steppies in. It's hard to do certain things. I'm in Resonite today. 4K. I'm in Resonite today. I'm trying something new. A lot of people say like, hey, you know, I don't use Resonite because there's hardly anybody here. But I came in here really early today and I think there was only like 40 people online on the entire world. There's only 40 people online. And then I found a public room and there were people and I chilled out with them for a little bit. We chatted, we had a good time. And then before you knew it, it was noon. And I think before, hold on, how many people are online now? I think it's hidden behind that screen.
I just ate cookie with salt.
Cookie with salt. Chocolate and salt, I think, go together relatively well. Let's see. Oh, the user amount went down. So it was at 150 before. Now it's at 117. I really like that I can see that live right there. There's also a way to see both VR chats. VR chat's user base on the daily is freaking huge compared to Resonite. But I will say the creative minds that are in this game, that who know how to utilize the tools at hand here, are so quick and fast and creative. Like I walked into a world today. Someone wanted to show me their world, and it was an entire spaceship dedicated around hosting a radio station live. And I was like, dude. And he's like, yeah, I built all of this inside Resonite. I'm like, dude, that is so cool.
Hiyo, did you hear about the kidnapping? Don't worry. They woke up.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that. That's a fun one. You just ate a slice of cake? Oh my goodness.
I dumped the entire bottle of salt on the cookie. Also,
you probably shouldn't do that.
I don't know much about VR yet. Why is the background blurred? Especially your ears.
So this is Resonite. I'm actually not fully sure why the ears are doing that. It has something to do with a near distance vision thing that stops me from seeing my snoot in Resonite. This is not something you would normally see happening in VR chat because it naturally just doesn't show your snoot in VR chat. But in Resonite, you had to do some special things to not have that happen. Beforehand, I could see my glasses. Oh, one of the cool things I can do in Resonite, though. Oh, can I not do it? Don't call me a liar. Come on. There they go. I can take them off. I can just take off the glasses like that. And then put them on.
Salt PJ Salt.
That's something I really want to have able to be done in VR chat, and I've kind of got it working a little bit, but it's really glitchy. I like my character kind of being semi-interactive. Can I do stuff with my ear? Oh, I cannot. Okay, well, VR chat's got that going for it at least. Fido has been caught. Really? Is that what its name is? Fido has been caught by Zephys Prime. Very nice. Can we play basketball, says Amy Perkins? Once I'm able to hop off of this treadmill here, which should be soon. Let's see. We've got about maybe 7 more minutes before I hop off this treadmill here. I'm going for 45 minutes today. Kaizen says, I still can't get over the model. It's so well reworked, especially your eyes and wings. It's not necessarily over, it's reworked. It's definitely just using a different shader, I guess.
Yo, you're second place.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just a different shader, because in VR chat I have a very simplistic one to basically make it as light as possible so that both Quest users and PC users and iOS users all see exactly the same thing, so no one's missing out on any particular thing. I think the only thing that people on Quest and iOS can't see is the sweater for now, but I do have a plan to fix that. Amy Perkins says, I thought you were going for a walk. Well, no. For me to do that, I'd have to go out in public wearing a VR headset, and I do not feel comfortable doing that. I know some people will do that. I won't do that, though. This is something really cool, by the way. Notice when I move my hands around, you can see the shadows of my hands moving around, and that's just not something I think is a thing in VR chat. I just feel like that is really nice. I like that. I will definitely say, though, I still get less FPS in Resonite than I do in VR chat. So I think for the main content creation side of things, I'm still going to use VR chat because, you know, maybe I should give a shot at doing it with Resonite. I don't know if people actually do care, because I try to make it so that almost everything I put out is 60 FPS and smooth and nice and stuff. I don't know if people even care about that, though. I think they care more of it just looking nicer like this. That is so nice. Look at that. I wonder if I could find like a fireplace somewhere and just get like the lighting from that. That'd be so cool. Whoa, Zephys. Level 27. You've been working up there. Dang, that's a lot of fish. Yo, you're second place. Resonite looks smooth, in my opinion, says 4K. That's just because there's not a whole heck of a lot going on right now. Also, for whatever reason, when I have OBS in front of me here, which is how I do everything, I have OBS in front of me, so whatever you guys see, this is exactly what I see too. So I can kind of keep an eye on what you guys are doing with the games and stuff like that, because otherwise I wouldn't see the stuff you guys see on here. So I like to have OBS in front of me. But when I have OBS in front of me from Steam VR, Resonite runs at like 2/3 resolution, I think. I think you guys are seeing it in full res, but in VR, Resonite is rendering definitely at a lower resolution. And then if I bring up the true Steam VR user interface, it really goes blurry. Amy Perkins says, your voice keeps getting glitchy. See, this is why I like to have the feedback so I can tell if it's doing it. Today, my audio has been a little weird. I don't know why. There's something extra going on in the room today. I apologize. If my voice gets too distorted, let me know. Ryan Trihan, says Amy Perkins, I think that's how you spell his name. Did that and he got a lot of weird looks. Lonnie says, we care if it lags though. Like my voice is doing right now. You can barely see my glasses. They're there. They're there. Amy Perkins says, I might take a shower. Shower sounds wonderful. I'm probably going to be doing that very shortly after this. Where are we at? 42 minutes. We got 3 more minutes and I can hop off the treadmill. You know what I should also do? Is maybe take a look at the community system. Someone said that they posted a picture of their Lego art that they did, and I'd love to see that. I don't know if they're still here, though. Ooh, a boss. And 4K still kind of up there. What's a blob? Whoa. Whoa. That's a strong boss. Holy cow. Oh, better luck next time there, 4K. Better luck next time. All right, Amy. You take care of yourself. We'll see you again soon. Thanks for stopping in. Lonnie says, you're slow with chat today. Are you doing better? I'm doing much better today. 100%. Doing much better. I know yesterday I was really slow and falling behind in some of the messages that I was getting. Oh, hey, look, it's Conehead. Hey, Conehead. 743, thanks for hitting the follow button over on twitch.tv. Hope you enjoy your stay. Welcome to a new Cheeto. Conehead is the bean that I was seeing here in Resonite today. They kind of introduced me to a whole bunch of stuff. I actually took a picture with them, and it's over on the Blue Sky if you guys are interested in seeing that, but they're over there.
Oh,
great to see you.
Head 743, thanks for hitting that follow button.
It's Cone. Hello. Kaizen says better. What happened? I was lagging most of yesterday's stream. I was just feeling down. Just not feeling all that stuff. Not feeling like Cheaty. I'm doing so much better today. Let's check the time. 10 more seconds and I can hop off. Yeah. Guys.
I should probably go prepare for session 0 in 20 minutes.
All right, Zephys. Well, we'll see you again soon, I'm sure. Maybe next Monday, unless I stream sometime this weekend, which is not usually a thing I do. But if I do have time, which I hope I do, I'll try and do that. I do want to try and dedicate some time to just being in VR, though. Not to create anything, but just to hang out. I feel like I'm missing out a fair bit on just hanging out with people in VR. Guys, we're playing Subway Surfers. Guys, are we gonna get away this time? Just to have fun? Yeah, like what I mean by that is I want to get into VR where I'm not like moderating. Because like whenever I'm at like Wowie Wednesday and stuff like that, I am paying attention to a lot of stuff. Because I am moderating. I'm trying to make sure that everything's nice and safe for everyone and everything. So even when I'm like having a nice conversation and stuff like that, there's a lot of times where I'll kind of like, you might, because I have face tracking, you'll sometimes see it. I'll just kind of like dead stare at people, and as I'm like listening to everything around me at the time. So I just want to get into like into either VR chat or Resonate, it doesn't matter where, and just not have to basically work, if that makes any sense. Not make videos, not record anything, not stream. I just want to chat. Not that I have fun doing this, by the way. Like I was mentioning yesterday, this is a huge boost for my mood and stuff like that whenever I do these. Because for the most part, I don't actually have to moderate here. It's just kind of chill, so I don't have too much of a problem with this. But and I love Wowie Wednesday too. Don't get me wrong, but I am working when I'm doing those. And Smiley mentioned that I shouldn't have done Wowie Wednesday this week because I was obviously dealing with something that day too. And I said, screw it, I'm going to do it anyway because people want to hang out on Wednesday. So I decided to do it anyway, but I think I might have burnt myself out or something. That might have been what Thursday was all about. I don't know. Anyway. Rar, hello there, Lonnie. Oh wait, I'm done. Oh yeah, I'm done. I'm way past the time. Yeah, we have a whole bunch of stuff available for commands and stuff. In fact, if you look over, hold on, it's backwards. There it is. Right here, there's a whole bunch of commands that are available there. If you ever want to try one of those out, you're more than welcome to do it. There are a couple secret ones, though. What is that? I have a little shelf on my hand. I think that's for the tools you get here. That's something I do need to get, though, Crow Scientist. I need to get a head pad in here. I think that'd be really nice. Little head pads for the Cheetie. All right. Give me just a moment. I'm going to put this treadmill away.
Sounds like you enjoyed that sandwich.
Oh, the sandwich was surely delicious. Go. Whee! Cinematic. Maybe that is motion blur that does that. I don't know. Well, if I come over here. That would be cute. That would be cute, yeah. Wow. I can't wait to see how the face tracking works. I'll have to definitely maybe cut the stream early, a little bit early, just to test out the face tracking. Or, well, no, I don't think I can do that easily. I think I have to exit out of Steam VR and everything to get the face tracking working. I'm not sure. Wow. I hopped off the treadmill and I feel all cold now. My goodness, Kaizen. My goodness. Oh, are there birds here? I hear birds.
A what?
Zephys.
A what? A what?
You're supposed to be preparing for your meetup. What are you doing? What are you doing?
A what? A what? A what? Oh no, my cover's been blown. My phone is ringing for some reason. I don't know why. Thank you so much for the cookie. Unfortunately, I don't have any cookies right now. Oh, that's right. I was supposed to check the throne yesterday. Why are you ringing? I don't know why that was ringing. It wasn't a phone call. It was an alarm for something, but I don't know what it's for. It's not. This is a weird time for it to go off. What time is it right now? Oh, it's almost 2. Nice. Crow Scientist says it's telling you to get a cookie. I don't have any cookies though. If I had cookies, I'd have a cookie. I need to find like small cookies. Cause like I don't like having a lot of sugar in my. Wait, hold on. I don't like having a lot of sugar in my diet, so I need to find like a cookie that's good for me. I don't know. Oh, really? Kaizen says, by the way, I saw a clip of you. Someone said that you're KFC and you said, excuse me. What happened there? I didn't catch why. Well, a lot of people think that Avali are chickens. And the going joke is that everyone wants to turn Avali into buckets of KFC. The going thing, though, is that a lot of people who are in the Avali community are kind of tired of that, though, because it's just been a thing for like the longest time. I actually don't care. I think it's kind of funny. Thank you for including me in your jokes. I don't find it as a problem at all. If you get like aggressive with it, though, I'll have a problem with it. But the majority of the time, I don't have a problem with the KFC thing. I like to play along with it. It's fun. But some people do kind of take it a little further than they should. We'll say that. A raisin cookie, maybe. That sounds delicious. Like an oatmeal raisin cookie. A lot of people say those are horrible, but I think those are delicious. Lonnie. Lonnie. What the heckies? What the heckies? I do think we do have cookies on the throne down there. If anyone's interested in doing that, we do have those. And somebody else yesterday, I think it might have been Kaizen that said it, but they said that we should have pet food on the throne. So we will be looking into doing that, so you guys can buy the birds some treats. Some nice tasty little seed treats, like some stuff, and maybe some stuff for the fish too. Oh, I'm actually surprised I can remember that. No, I actually record myself saying this. Or did somebody else do that? No, the thing is that when I said Kentucky, I replaced the T with an F. So, and I am very much against using curse words on my streams, and I basically threw one of the worst ones by accident on the stream. So I apologize for that. Alrighty, creeper. See you soon. Oh my goodness. Lonnie, I saw that. Lonnie, what are you doing? Did you find the streaming avatar's control panel? Lonnie says, I found the control panel. Yes, you did. Guys, it's Friday. You guys have any plans for today or tonight? You know, I really have been thinking about like not streaming to YouTube for a little bit and only doing Twitch so I can have like different music, but I don't know what kind of music I would play on here. You know? Defa says, not in particular, I don't have any plans for this Friday. Just had a sibling's birthday party and that was fun. That's nice. I think it was also Uni Junior's birthday yesterday, which was really cool. Or was it Wednesday? It might have been Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday because I met them in VR. So it might have been Wednesday, which was really cool. I got to wish them a happy birthday. Lonnie says, I was about to say my playlist, but it's depressing and uses the F-bomb so many times. I don't think the music having, I mean, unless it's aggressive with it, but I think music having curse words in it is okay, because it's just, unless it can find radio edits that would like prioritize not having curse words in them, that'd be kind of cool. Was that Zephys? Zephys. Stinky bird. Well, I guess if an Avali needs to wah 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 all the time, I guess they need to do that from the other end too sometimes. Why are you in timeout? Oh, you are kind of just sitting over there, aren't you? You're like in the corner. You know what's cool? And I don't know how I would implement this, but did you know that I can actually make platforms and ladders and stuff like that with streaming avatars? So it's not gonna always be at just the bottom. You can actually like climb ladders and platforms and stuff, and sit yourself down on top of the ladder. But there's so much stuff on the screen right now. I don't think I could do it. Unless I move CheetoBot somewhere else. Wait, it's over here. Maybe I move CheetoBot somewhere else and change it up a little bit. I don't know. Sometimes I like to change things up, and I think maybe it's getting to the point where maybe I do need to start thinking about that. Oh my gosh, it's Rathburn. Hello, Bean. It's been a while. How you doing? Like technically, these two spaces over here on the other side, over there on the left. Okay, Zephys, you can't hide that one. There's like a whole entire green cloud around you now, dude. Holy cow. Bless you. Rathburn says, doing well, just gearing up to head to work. That's awesome. It's Friday. Do you have any plans for this weekend? Hopefully you don't work this weekend. I know some of our viewers are working this weekend. Hello there, Eric. Welcome on in. Great to see you. I like how Lonnie, when they did that one, their character put a little smiley face above their head. They were so proud of themselves.
I got a feast.
Delicious. Thank you. It's been a while since I've gotten a fish. Wow. I feel like I need to take the headset off for a little bit. I've been wearing it for a little bit today. Where's my, okay. Lonnie says, I am proud of myself, as you should be, Bean. There's no one out there like you, so you better be the best you that you can be. Tyson says they found the control panel too. Uh-oh. Rathburn says, Zug Zug, I'm a weekend worker. Aw. Well, I guess that means that you get to relax during the week. And sometimes I would say, depending on your outlook on things, having days off during the week can sometimes be better. Because if there's things that you want to get done, you can get them done because it's the week when everyone else is working. So you can go to the bank, you can go to the store when not a whole heck of a lot of people are there because they're all at work. You can get stuff done. Tyson says, no, my fish, Cheaty already. Well, when you do that, you're giving it directly to me, you goober. And I absolutely 100% will take a fish offered to me. I like how Zephys is still in the... Zephys, didn't you say you had to go? I'm not saying that you have to, but like, didn't you say you had to go? I don't want to like take away from you and your friend's time. Zephys says, I'm prepping with this in the background. Well, that's cool. What? You know, one thing I think is really good about not having the feedback loop thing is that I can technically sing now and not interrupt myself because of the lag that happens. One is the loneliest number that you'll ever do.
Tyson says, it was offered. I know, and that's why I have it now. You can't see it anymore, but I have it now. Mm-hmm. Hold on. Creeper says, I have returned. Welcome back, Creeper. How you doing? How's work going for you so far? Tyson says it wasn't offered. Well, then why was it right in front of my face? You can't just put fish right in front of my face and not expect me to gobble it up. Oh, what will we do with a drunken sailor? What will we do with a drunken sailor? What will we do with a drunken sailor? Early in the morning, way up, she rises, way up, she rises, way up, she rises early in the morning. Shave his belly with a rusty razor, shave his belly with a rusty razor, shave his belly with a rusty razor, early in the morning. Creeper says, I love Fridays. Fridays are pretty nice. It didn't feel like a Friday to me, though. I will admit. It felt like today was actually Thursday. Which I don't know if that's technically a good thing or a bad thing to think it's Thursday, but it's actually Friday. Does that mean my week's been going slow for me? Or does that mean it's been going fast? I'm not actually sure, but I do like Fridays, though. I will say I haven't
If
really
I had
seen
Cheetie as a pet, he'd drive me through the walls.
In a volley drive cars. I don't think I would drive you through the walls. I'd probably drive you up a wall, though. Way up she rises, way up she rises, way up she rises early in the morning. Put him in a longboat till he's sober, put him in a longboat till he's sober, put him in a longboat till he's sober, early in the morning. What kind of Pokemon is that? It looks like a werewolf over there. A wild Obstagoon. A wild Obstagoon. That does not look like a Pokemon. That looks like something else. That's kind of neat. You don't own that ball. I think that means you guys are out of normal Pokeballs. You need to go and buy, quote unquote, more Pokeballs. And you steam your food. Have I talked about steaming food on the stream before? Because I do that. In fact, we made what would we call this? They were kind of like omelets. We have these little things where we can put like flavored, like basically Kool-Aid inside of, and then you put the stick into it, and you put it in the freezer, and then it freezes it to make a popsicle. Well, we made like a little concoction out of like 6 eggs, some black pepper, salt, and some chives, I think.
and whipped it all up and then put them into these ice trays and then put those into the freezer and they froze. And then we steamed them with the package thing and all that stuff, the whole thing. And they cooked. So we had breakfast. We made our own frozen omelets that were on sticks. And unfortunately, the sticks didn't stay in them. So they weren't like actually popsicles. But it would have been so cool if it did work. Yeah, with it looking like a werewolf and a name called Obstagoon, that is an odd one for me. That's definitely an odd. I don't think when that Pokemon was made, like, that word was popular or even known yet. I don't think they did that on purpose, but it is kind of weird that it's a werewolf and called that at the same time. That's kind of funny. You would trigger my allergies? Are you allergic to birds? And you sing all the time? Nuh-uh. I should sing more. Definitely.
You would. You trigger my allergies, you sing all the time, and you steal my food.
Oh, I steal your food. I don't steal your food. You literally offered it to me. What the heckies? You don't put fish in front of a bird and don't expect it to not gobble it up. That's just common knowledge. Okay? Not my fault. I'm just doing what birds do. Okay? I'm just doing what birds do. You can't blame me for that. And if you have allergies for birds, just take some an allergy medicine. You'll be fine. And if I get a little bit of Cheeto dust on you, then whatever. You know. No, I'm not allergic, but your dust would. Makes me wonder if because like one of the things I'd love to do in Resonite is because I think this is something that you can just easily do by just doing a few little things, but having like an emitter on Cheety, right? That whenever I move with my thumbstick to go certain places, like not moving like this, but like moving with the thumbstick and stuff, to have like little puffs of like orange dust come off of me. And I think that would just kind of be funny, I think. Oh man. Wow, that ooh. I just cracked my back. That felt amazing. Holy cow. Why is there an attack button? If you put someone's name in there, your character will actually go over there to that character and kick them off the screen. It's kind of funny. You should try it. Although there's hardly anybody down there. There's 14 people here and there's only 2 people down there. Oh, our last YouTube subscriber was Toby Fox. Sounds like a name I've heard before. Isn't that the person who made Undertale? Toby Fox? Oh, the cozy beans. I need to go. I wonder if White Wolf's going to be there today. I should go say hi to him in VR. Wonder if he still does that. Lunar says, "That's it, chicken. You're hopping in the deep fryer." No, I'm not. I could be spicy if I want to be, and I don't need to be in a deep fryer to be like that. I could be spicy. Rawr and stuff. Yeah. See how spicy I can be? Rawr. Lunar says, literally the guy who made Undertale. Yeah. That's not Toby. That's not that Toby Fox, surely. Hi, Lunar. How you doing, Bean? How's our pink cherry doing today? Hello there, unknown. Unknown Spirit Devira, I think that's how you say that. Hello there. Tyson says, canonically, my second OC, Racing, would be dying. Are they allergic to birds? Tyson says, hey, Cheaty, why did the chicken go insane? I don't know. Why did the chicken go insane? Lonnie says, are you thinking of Trombivox? I don't think so. Toby? Isn't it Toby Fox, right? This might just be somebody who is using the same name. It's like I'm sure there's, if you look up Hayo, like just Hayo by itself, apparently I am I think I'm a Japanese singer. If you look up Hayo, but if you look up Cheaty Bird, which has made me think about like making Cheaty Bird the focal point of the stuff. Instead of saying Hayo, it would be Cheaty Bird. But if you look up Cheaty Bird, on Google, all my stuff pops up for that, which is really cool. Because he was cooped up. Nice one, Kaizen. Lonnie Blake says, Toby Fox. Oh, so maybe it's a different name then. Lonnie says, Toby Fox made Undertale. Yes. Unknown Spirit says, can't make that out. What is that? I don't know what that is. It looks like a little smiley face, though. It's a cute little smiley face. Lonnie says, why did the Sam go insane? I don't know. Why did the Sam go insane? We got a lot of things going insane today. My goodness. Unknown Spirit says, I don't know. Eisen says, oh, also, Racing has general allergies triggered by anything made of particles. So they're basically just allergic to life. That sucks. Well, I guess they can never get a job as a particle accelerator operator. They'd be sneezing all the time. $210. Oh, I guess this is Lonnie. I was reading your message there. Does this have to do with the story that you were telling me that it's a horror-based story? Oh, I guess my controller fell. There we go. Ah, very nice. No, Kaizen says no, like excessive amounts of things like smoke, pollen, dust, some animal fur. He could probably handle Cheeto dust though. That kind of sounds like just a normal person though. I don't think that's necessarily allergies. I don't think a lot of people can handle... Well, no, that's not true. Some people can handle smoke. And some people can handle pollen. I think those are all things I'm allergic to though. Like if somebody starts smoking a cigarette or something like that, I start coughing. Which I don't know why I'm so sensitive to that, but I am. Smiley always thinks I'm overreacting whenever I do that. It's like, no, dude, literally, my body just does not stand that. Amy Perkins says, I'm back! Welcome on back, Amy Perkins. Hello. You smoked worse than a cigarette? Oh. Amy Perkins says, I had a good shower. That's awesome. I can't wait to take my shower. I got new soap now. Got something called Swagger. Doesn't smell like I thought it was going to smell like, but it still smells good, but just not like I expected. But I can't wait to take a shower with that because that's going to be lovely. Duplex says, your wings look like a shield. Are these things? Look, I can do I guess I could kind of use them as like a blanket. I'm keeping myself warm, guys. It's kind of cold out here. You know, I actually can't wait to explore Resonite a little bit more. I learned, or not necessarily learned, I just kind of like saw a lot of really cool things in here today. And I'd like to continue to see that. Oh, there's another platform over there. That looks like a beanbag. These are probably one of the biggest wings on a volley I've ever seen. The one that I can think of that does these even bigger, which I also like, is the Javali, which I don't have in this game right now. The Javali has even larger wings than this. I like to think that the Javali, in a way, I think the Javali in a way is kind of more like a how do I say this? Because it's like what I'm about to say makes it sound like all the rest of the Javali are just like really young looking or something like that. I don't think that some of them do look young, but like this one right here, this one looks kind of like more of an adult, I think. This one looks more like he has had some life to him or something like that. You know, he's kind of grown up now, and he's, I don't know. He looks a little bit like he's got some knowledge in his head. But like the Javali just kind of feels like he's been through some stuff. But like I say that as if like he's got like marks of like battles and stuff like that on him. He doesn't, but he looks, and when I'm wearing him, I just kind of feel. I don't know how to explain it. What in the world is going on? What was all that? Hello there, Skywing. Thanks so much for hitting the follow button over on twitch.tv. Hope you enjoy your stay, Bean. Welcome to a new Cheeto. I guess you just got us to our goal. I never set those. Those just kind of do their own thing, but I guess 960 was our goal. So thank you so much for getting us to our follower goal over on twitch.tv. Guys, we're almost at 1,000. 960, man. That's not a small number. That is amazing. Heck yeah, Skywing. Yeah, normally we have a few more people here and stuff like that, but it is the afternoon, and I have noticed that the vast majority of people that join on streams and stuff are either here really early in the morning for me or really late at night. But late at night for me is usually delegated for or relegated for spending time with Smiley, so I don't really ever go live at night. Lonnie Blake says, yes, I clipped you glitching out. Is that glitching out? Oh. What type of Pokemon am I? Says Amy Perkins. Where are you? I don't know what that is. Did we do basketball? You know, we haven't done basketball in a while. Where's my keyboard? There it is. Wait, I can maybe do it from here. Can I do it from here? Yeah. Hey, the chat's working now. Experiment says it's 8 p.m. for me. It is what time is it for me? It's 2:18 for me right now. 2:18 p.m. which is the afternoon. This is usually from what I've noticed, this is usually the slowest time for Twitch. Well, just for Twitch and YouTube. I think it's just because everyone right at this time, almost everyone is either at work or getting off of work right now. How do I do this? I need to switch over to Twitch. I sort of wish the keyboard would just like post up there. Up. Yeah, I will say I also don't want to know how you know what that is. I'll definitely have to say I don't want that information. Exclamation point. Basketball. Alrighty guys, we're about to do a basketball game here. Basically what's going to happen is it's going to split you guys up into two different teams, blue and red. You won't be on either team until you join it though, so you do have about I think 2 minutes to get yourself in. If you don't join, you will be out for the full game, so make sure to get in as soon as you can. If too many people are on either blue or red, it will auto balance, so just keep that in mind. So try not to like be all on blue or whatever, because it'll automatically auto balance you, and then you might end up on the team that you don't want to be on, I guess. But yeah, it's exclamation point and join red or exclamation point and join blue if you like to join on in. Then I'll explain more about it once we get to the game. Wait. Hold on, it's not started yet. Why didn't I type it? Did I not type it? Enter. There it goes. All right, guys, it's starting. Go ahead and type exclamation point and join red or exclamation point and join blue to be on either team. If you guys have never played this before, I will try my best to explain it as quickly as possible so we can get the game started, but it does go for either 10 minutes, I think it's 10 minutes, or until someone hits 10 point, one team hits 10 point, or is it 8 or 10 points? I forget which one it is, but if one team does really, really well, then the game will end quickly. Lyco says, join blue. Hello. Come on, guys. Let's go. Got 3 players so far. We got Amy Perkins, Experiment 18825, and Zephyrus. Amy Perkins is, I think, 10. Yeah, I think it's 10 too, but I, for some reason, remember it ending at 8 minutes at one point, but I think that's just because one team just blew it out of the water. My goodness. Zephyrus. Join the winning team. All right, now we've got Unknown Spirit Davira hopping on in. Experiment says, last time I played this, I didn't know which character I was on the screen. Oh, well, for some reason it didn't do the notification thing, but Unknown Spirit, thank you so much for hitting the follow button over on twitch.tv. Hope you enjoy your stay, Bean. Welcome to a new Cheeto. I'll explain how the game works here in just a moment. It will also post it in chat as well. All right, it looks like an auto balance did occur for some reason. All right, guys, you see where that star is over, where is it? Here? That star is where you're shooting from. And what you want to do is you're going to have two numbers. You're going to have angle and power. The first number can be from 0 to 180. You can kind of see where it's going to shoot it from that angle right there. So it's 0, 90's at the top, and 180's over there. And any number in between is over there. And then you need to also use your throw power, which is the second number, which is 0 to 100. You want to try and get into the top. You want to try and get into the top of the hoop up here. You can't go through the bottom. You have to go through the top and under. All right, now the star is over on the left-hand side. You got to try and aim over to the right. So it looks like you might be going for like around 120, 150 with a power of maybe 50. Give that a shot. It's always kind of funny whenever we do a basketball game because I get a report on how the stream went after the stream is over. And you can tell when we played basketball because it has a little graph of how much people were chatting, and the time when we do the basketball game, the chat is like it just freaking maxes out because of all the numbers that people are typing into the chat. Uh-oh. Oh, Zephyrus. You won't... Zephyrus. Sorry. Hold on. Wait, what? I'm confused there for a second. I always get you two mixed up a little bit. Zephyrus, you almost made it there. Experiment did it. Wow. Great job. That's 1 point for the red team. 1 point for the blue team. It's tied up right now. I want to go check up on Smiley. It's been a little bit since I've seen him.
Hello ho.
Hello there, Jevin. Howdy, hey, welcome on in. Oh, come on, Zephyrus. Gotta throw a little bit more power into that. Uh-oh, looks like Amy might have it. Ooh, man, stolen.
Ho, what are you doing? I see you are in the new world.
I'm in a completely different game today. I'm in Resonite instead of VR chat. Oh, looks like Amy might have it. Or is it Zephyrus? Oh my gosh, it was stolen from both of them. It was nothing but the rim. Tyson says, hey Cheaty, my second channel, Rakes and Storms, pronounced Ryzen, I think is how you say that, is furry friendly. I think you were mentioning that yesterday. Not the KZK. Wasn't, but I wanted to be more open. I gotcha.
Resident? What? I don't what it's called.
Not Resident, Resonite. It is, I like to kind of think of it as like a more advanced version of VR chat. Whoa, nothing but net on that one, Experiment. Great job. Experiment now has 2 points for a total of 2 points over on the red team. Blue team with 1 with 8 minutes left in the game. Can you guys catch up? Red team now has a lead.
Resonite. What does that means?
It's a different game. It's like VR chat, but it's by a whole entire different dev team and stuff. Like I said, it kind of feels just like a little bit more of an advanced version of VR chat, but it's just really not that popular. Whoa, nice one, Zephyrus, right in there. Nothing but net. Zephyrus now has 1 point with a total of 2 points for the blue team. The game is now tied with 7.5 minutes left on the clock. Lyco says it's basically the successor of Neos VR, if any of you remember that. It was so sad how that went down. I'm very glad that Fruxius was basically the one who owned all of the software, though. Whoa. Zephyrus now with 2 points over on the blue team, with a total of 3 points for the entire blue team. Did that super quick, stole that from everybody so quickly.
Sorry, I don't see it. I don't know what does that means.
Give a shot at Googling it. I think you might be typing it wrong. It's Resonite. It's Resonite. Resonite. It is available on Steam. I would not suggest it for, how do I say? It's not necessarily the easiest thing to get started in this game, I have to admit. So if you're not too used to creating content, even in VR chat, it might be really hard to get started here in Resonite. At least for now. They are trying to make it better with like Resonite packages and stuff, but it's still a little confusing.
Sorry, I get confused. Can you type it out on Twitch so I can know?
Let's see, can I do that? There you go. Oh, why does it keep doing that? It's not typing in the chat. Res. Boop. There you go. That's how you spell it. You should be able to find that over on Steam. I think it's only available on Steam right now, so you'll have to go and check it out there. Oh wow, look at that. Experiment 18825 scored 3 points for the red team with a total of 3 points for the entire red team. The blue team now at also 5, with the blue team having a lead with 5 minutes left in the game right now. Can the red team catch up? Uh-oh. Unknown Spirit Dova now scored 1 point for the red team with a total of 4 points over on the red team now. They're starting to catch up to the blue team with 5. 4.5 minutes left on the clock. You guys can do it. Come on. What a game. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Hey ho.
I've never seen this. He's stuck up there. He got stuck up there. I've never seen that before. Zephyrus, what happened? You got stuck on the rim. Jevin says, hey, hi-oh, how is your fish, gold and white? They're doing fine. They got fed food this morning. They're doing pretty good. They splashed Smiley, though. They like to do that. Whenever he opens the top of the lid on the fish tank and he goes to feed them, they like to surprise him with a big splash of water. Unknown Spirit Delvira over on the red team now with 2 points total. With the red team now having 6 points, they've taken the lead. They've taken the lead over blue team with 5 points right now. 3 minutes and 15 seconds left on the clock. What a close game this entire time.
You know ho, I recom on feed peach, mayo, and cheese some food whatever you guys have in the cage.
No, don't worry about that. We definitely feed them all the time. They've been living for the past well, no, it's, I mean, like Peach right now I think is currently it's 8 years old, I think. She might be 8 years old now. All right, Experiment 18825 now scored 5 points for the red team with a total of 7 for the red team. They're still in the lead. The blue team is trying their best to catch up, though. They're only 1 point behind. 1 point to tie up. I've never seen the game tied before, so I don't know if it goes into overtime if you guys tie it or not. That'd be kind of cool if it did that. I kind of hope it doesn't do the boring thing where it just goes, oh, it's a tie game, no one wins. Unknown now with 3 points over on the red team, totaling the team red team up to 8 points now. Where blue team's starting to fall behind just a little bit. Can blue team recover? And Zephyrus, nothing but net on the very first try. Great job, Zephyrus. Now bringing the blue team up to 7, 1 point away from red team at 8. What is going on?
I see that. Your birds are growing up. Just don't give them chocolate or beer.
Oh, trust me, I have no plans on doing that. Remember, guys, you have to get through the top of the hoop. You can't go through the bottom. So what you're going to have to do now is bounce off one of the walls. Make it in that way. This is where you have to start doing trick shots. I wouldn't be surprised if this is what stops everyone from being able to score now. This happens sometimes where it puts it in a really hard to reach spot. Ooh. Wait, what? You can bounce off each other? I think you guys just bounced off each other. I didn't know you could do that. That's kind of cool. Ooh, that was close. Zephyrus almost... Oh! Whoa! Man, Zephyrus, it was stolen from you. Experiment got it, though. Experiment was 6 points total over on the red team. Now with the red team having 9 points. The poor blue team now behind by 2 points. I don't think they have enough time to recover.
Although, we can see that you are still playing VR chat. Change the category to Res 9.
Can I even do that? Response. Oh, looks like Experiment was the MVP over on the red team today, with the red team being the winner. You know what that means? You know what that means? Fish! No, that means that Experiment actually gains an extra 300 points all to themselves for being the MVP player. GG's, everyone. Unfortunately, I am not swapping today because I am in Resonite, and switching avatars is not as easy as it is over in VR chat. I'm going to stick with this one for today. I will be ending the stream shortly, though, I think, because I want to go check up on Smiley. It's been a little bit since I've heard from him, even though he's literally right upstairs. I could probably just go say hi. What's 9 plus 10? 21? You stupid. No, I'm not. It's 9 plus 10. 21? You stupid. 9 plus 10 is 19 viewers, which we have right now. Wah. Me, Kaizen. Hello there. What did you guys think of basketball? Was that fun for you? Unfortunately, that is one of the only games that actually works out relatively well. We also do have I think it's called Battle. But it's not Battle. It's actually like it's like Fortnite, but with these guys down here. It's kind of cool. Some people don't like that, though. I've had people actually leave the stream because I do those ones. I'm not entirely sure why, but some people don't like that. Hayo, I recommend you and Smiley eat rotisserie chicken for supper. And make sure to watch the 24-hour Swiss Chalet's rotisserie channel. I don't think I'll do that. 24-hour Swiss Chalet's.
I recommend you and Smiley eat rotisserie chicken for supper.
What are we having for dinner today? I actually don't know.
And make sure to watch the 24-hour Swiss Chalet's rotisserie channel.
Amy says, it looks like your character doesn't know how to spell. Mine? What? Welcome back, Lunar. Welcome back. Yeah, I do, I think it's kind of funny. A lot of people call Avali chickens, but people keep forgetting to remember that even though I call myself a bird, because I like to be called a bird. I don't know why. It just feels nice to be called a bird. I don't know why. I like it. But one thing that people do forget that Avali technically are actually raptors. I mean, have you seen the claws on these things? The teeth? They can be fierce little carnivores. You got to watch out for that. So given the chance, Avali absolutely 100% would eat a chicken.
Also, I'm planned to use VR chat and Resnight for sports live stream broadcast using Mel Studio.
Very cool. Very cool, very swag. Let me check that. Oh, we had another follower over on Twitch. I don't think I saw it come through though. Oh no, that's right. Skywing, their thing didn't come through for some reason. Somebody's follow didn't come through. I remember that. Experiment says yes, they are basically raptors, but some people call them space birds. I don't mind that one bit. Some people do not like being called birds at all. They do like being referred to as raptors. And when people do say that, and some people complain about that too, it's like, dude, it doesn't freaking matter. If they want to be called a raptor, call them a raptor. It's not a big problem. You know, it's not a big problem at all. Unknown Spirit says, why don't you make emotes? Well, there's something called 7TV or something like that I have looked into to make emotes. But if you're talking about like Twitch emotes, the reason why I don't do that is because I actually have to be affiliate to have those emotes. And if I want to have emotes on Twitch, I have to be an affiliate, which means that there'll start being ads on the stream. And I don't want that. So I just stream for free. I tried to incorporate as much as I can to make it feel like there are emotes and stuff like that for the chats and stuff. You can use 7TV stuff. So like if you have, or if you know of 7TV stuff, there is an add-on in the stream that allows them to show up on stream and then they'll pop. And then your name will show up on top of that so you can see who actually posted it. Like that, right there. There you go.
Yeah, it's our AI Olympics. If you want to be the commentary, I could let you in, if you don't have anything on your schedule.
Our AI Olympics? What does that mean? I don't think I want to incorporate myself into anything with AI in it.
Work
Reaper says,
busy, gotta go. Have fun, hi yo. And until next time, you guys, stay safe out there.
Same to you too, Creeper. Keep yourself safe out there. You do have a job that can technically be a little bit more on the dangerous side for some people. So definitely keep look out for yourself. Uh-oh. You can't do that. That's not very E for everyone. Amy Perkins says, okay, Creeper, have a good one.
It's just similar to the Olympics.
Yeah, but what's with the AI though? What does that have to do with it? Yeah, like whenever it comes to like people calling, like if somebody like in the Avali community, right, wants to be called a raptor, or if they want to be called a bird, like I'll accept either one. It's in a way, kind of not necessarily at the same time. It is definitely different, but it's like if someone, for instance, is trans or something like that, and they want to be called whether it be male to female or female to male or whatever. If they want to be called a guy, if they want to be called a girl, then you just call them that. It's not that hard, you know. And if somebody out there says, hey, you know, I don't want to be called or referred to as a bird, I want to be referred to as a raptor, then more power to them. I'll call them a raptor then, you know.
Well, I mean, AI is the next generator.
Oh my gosh, it's Nappy Cat from Twitch. My goodness. Nappy, thank you so much for the raid over on twitch.tv, you amazing little bean you. How was your stream today? What were you guys streaming? You have Joey Joe 123321 now following over on twitch.tv. Thank you so much for the follow. Hope you enjoy your stay bean. Welcome to a new Cheeto. It didn't pop up. There it is. Welcome to a new Cheeto. Nappy. You guys, if you didn't know, Nappy Cat is also a streamer, both on YouTube and on Twitch. I think they still stream on YouTube as well. They did tell me they were switching some stuff up over there, so I'm not entirely sure, but they can definitely let us know in the chat. But they are also a streamer. So if you guys want to check them out, they're right there. They do a few different things, including VR chat. So if you guys are interested in checking them out, they're right there right now.
Oh shit, there goes the channel. Nappy Cat just rated with 13 odd ones.
Hello to you 13 wonderful people. I hope you are having a wonderful day. I hope Nappy Cat has provided some wonderful, chill Roblox gaming streams for you today.
Oh, hey Joey Joe 123321. Thanks for hitting that follow button.
Yes, thank you very much, TitoBot, for calling that out. Experiment says there's like some AI that help do artwork for you, but I really don't like it because some of the artwork the AI does looks weird. Well, you also got to take into an account that whenever you have AI create a piece of artwork, it's actually stealing from artwork that already exists out there. The only way for AI to learn how to do stuff is to reference real artwork made by real people out there. So in a way, it's just not, it's not a good thing. Hello, baby. How you doing? Hello. I will.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, before you go. Do you Smiley eat steak and rotisserie chicken? Oh, before you go. Do you and Smiley eat steak and rotisserie chicken?
Hold on, let me mute myself real quick.
Ho. You here?
Alrighty. Well, is my microphone live? Can't tell because I can't hear it. You're blurry again, I know. What happened? I can't see who that is. Is that unknown right there? Your name's red, and that red is like a really hard thing for my headset to render, I guess. Is that unknown? Can I see that? Yeah, it's unknown. Okay. No. Oh, Astral. Hello there. Is that the Astral I think I know? Might be someone else. Hello there. Welcome back. How you doing today?
Hey ho, do you and Smiley eat steak and rotisserie chicken?
Yes. Yes, we do. In fact, we had steak last night. Is that what it was called? Oh, it wasn't. Astral says, I have VR chat now. Very cool, very swag. I love it. Well, Smiley came down and said that he wants to go for a walk, and I absolutely want to go for a walk as well, but I need to go take a shower because I'm a stinky bird right now. So because of the treadmill walk and everything, but I just realized my microphone is also dying. Yeah, it's flashing orange, so it's definitely time for me to shut down for now and charge everything back up. No, Lunar. Nuh-uh.
Whoa. You can't. The police ordered you and Smiley to stay home. You are not walking anywhere.
We're gonna go break the law. We're gonna go walking, Jevin. Breaking the law, breaking the law. Any...
No.
Yeah?
You gonna get arrested?
Okay. Gotcha.
I am going to call the police. Do not leave us.
Amy Perkins says, can you do VR chat next time? I'll see about that. I probably will. I just wanted to mess around with Resonite for a little bit today.
I'm warning you. Hungry away why noises asterisk. Don't do it. Stay home.
No, I gotta get going. I gotta go get cleaned up and everything like that. Astral Touch says, are you in VR chat right now? No, I am currently in Resonite at the moment. I'm beep booping in Resonite. I'm in a forest right now. You can kind of tell by the way the camera moves and stuff. It does it totally different. All right, Jevin, come on down.
You not.
August says, what you doing in the forest? There's predators out there. Are you Nuh-uh. You see these claws? You see these teeth? The things that are out here in this forest need to worry about me being here, not the other way around.
Stay home or the police will arrested you for breaking the law. You have to stay home.
What was the conversation we were having before he came down here? Behrman says, I remember you breaking the law by standing on the couch. Breaking the law, bam, bam, ba-da-ba-dam.
I'm going to touch it.
Devin, if you say it, I'm going to get rid of you. I'm going to tell you right now.
I am going to do it.
Don't say it.
Here I come.
Are you playing VR chat right now, says Astral? I am not playing VR chat. I'm playing Resonite right now. I most likely will be playing VR chat next time, though. Can you add me on VR chat? You sure can if you want. My name over on VR chat is Hyopone. It's Hyopone over on VR chat. Hyopone.
Never mind. Why does my message get checked by mods? Bye ho, just have fun walking.
All right, Jevin, you have yourself a good one, Bean. All right, guys. Hold on. How's my controllers doing? Actually, I want to see that. Wow, they're down at 49%. How's my main battery doing? Oh,
Can
my
I
main
break your
battery is
neck?
dead. All right.
Oh, I am going to break your neck. Oh, I am going to break your neck. Oh, I am going to break your neck.
At the moment, that I'm not even going to explain that. But anyway, at the moment, that I'm not even going to explain that. But anyway, at the moment, that I'm not even going to explain that. But anyway, with that though, I am going to close up shop here for today because that is going to trigger something now. So I'm going to get out of here. Anyway. I'm still wondering if his feathers crunch and taste like Cheeto. It'd probably just be fluffy though. Like Cheeto dust would be fluffy. These is delicious, 100%. Who was that was saying that? What is your name in VR chat? It's Astral. Okay, my name in VR chat is Hyopone. That's Hyopone. Hyopone. That's Hyopone. Anyway, that's going to be it for me today, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you all every single time that you guys come here to enjoy time with me. I appreciate it. Some of you say that I help you guys get through your days. Well, you guys also help me get through my days as well. And I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for your time. But until next time, that's going to be it for me today. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. But until next time, this is Cheetybird signing off. Until next time, everyone.